What's up, guys? So, I forgot to bring my laptop home yesterday, so I didn't upload this last night. Um, but yeah, I did this lift last night. It was a pool day. Um, and I've been feeling pretty good as far as my overall joint health is going. A little bit better than before. I didn't really get to talk about it too much yesterday or yesterday's lift. Um, But because I was like talking about good hospitals versus bad hospitals. But overall, that was a push day, so I wasn't even working out my hips too much. But I've been doing a lot of stretching. I found like this nice little stretch on YouTube that I've been doing before pretty much all my workouts now, especially because I squat every day. But it's really been hitting my hip flexors. Feels really good. It's super uncomfortable, so that's how you know it's hitting the right angles. Um, anyway, yeah, this lift was it was okay. I've been focusing a lot more on about trying to get to close as I can to failure, and it's been going pretty good. So like some of these reps or some of these sets, I might put like an extra rep or two in there. I think on this last set, you'll see like I come back and I like try to get even closer to failure. But overall, it's been pretty good. I've been a lot more cognizant of my training. And as far as like how much gas I have left in the tank, trying to get as close as I can to failure without actually failing. A lot of the other people, they actually go to failure, which I think is good. You know, that's great for them. Getting to failure. Like I actually do like get to failure here at these pull-ups. You'll see, and then I like hold on for a couple seconds, and then I hit a couple more. Yeah, see, like that's a failure right there. And I thought about it, and I was like, all right, let's just hit a couple more, see what I can do, stuff like that. And I think this is going to be good overall for my muscle growth, especially considering that. I mean, I wouldn't say the stagnation that I've been feeling has been in my legs, but that's because of like my joint health. We finally got title cards back at the bottom now. Anyway, yeah, I think that, and I've been looking at a lot of the studies showing that yes, most of the muscle growth happens when those last couple reps. So I've been trying to be like better about that, better about like, okay, let's go all the way, as close as I can to failure. As far as the hang clean goes, not so much. I think it's more like a cardio thing, especially with only 135. I'm not like getting super close to failure. As far as like muscular failure, it's more like a fatigue. So I mean, there's that. But yeah, I mean, 5, hang cleans going into the front squat. I think it's been good. Obviously, I've been really thankful for these landing pads. They've been really good to me. Yeah, I think this first set, I don't know. Did I do 5 there and then do another one, or did I only do 4 and then another one? Anyway, what happened is I think because I had to move my dog, tell him to get out the way. It was really hard because I was just holding on it for a while and I got pretty fatigued. Because the rest of these sets I did pretty good. I didn't have to like put the bar down in between sets. Yeah, I mean, I'm still trying to work on the form. I think these are pretty good. Like, I might be going a little bit forward on the front squat at the bottom of the rep. There might be like a little bit of forward movement, but I think overall it's okay. Especially like it's only 135 pounds, so there's not like a whole lot of, like emphasis on the wasted movement. It's obviously good for good form, but, and like as I move up higher in the weights, it's gonna be really important. But, overall I'm like pretty happy. I've been doing a lot of slow reps as of lately. Not with these, but when I've been squatting other days, I've been doing like really slow reps, trying to focus just on that form, and it's been good. It's been really nice. I feel like I've been doing better about keeping like because I feel like I just go forward whenever I'm squatting, like my weight's going a little bit forward. And it's not due to ankle mobility. I always stretch out my Achilles tendon really well before I do any squatting. And my ankle mobility is good. I just think it's, I don't know, probably some bad form or something. I was hypothesizing before that it was imbalance in leg strength from one to the other. When I get really heavy, I do feel a little bit of like twisting, like my twisting in the bar. You know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So anyway, moving on to the deadlift. I've been trying to do better about taking out all the slack in my lift right before I hit it. And I think that's been pretty good. I only did like 2 sets of these, 135 and then like a 225. But you can see there's pretty much no movement. You know, I'm taking all the slack out. And I think, my hips and my back, they go up at the same time. You know, there's not like there's no rounding of the back, which is good, you know, as far as like the longevity of my lifting career goes. I think I only did one of these sets of 225. I might have just forgotten to record another one. I feel like I did more, but yeah, I only have footage of these couple. Anyway, as far as like my hip socket goes, it's been okay. It's definitely not ideal, and whenever I'm stretching it out, it is like a little bit more tender on the left side than the right side, which it might be due to not the muscle imbalance, but or even the joint itself, but it might be due to like the hip flexor. The hip flexor might just be a little bit more sore on one side versus the other. So, you know, I've been working on that, especially with those lifts right before. These landing pads are a godsend. I don't have to focus so much on the negative, which of course, I mean, I should be focusing on the negative, you know, that's leaving gains on the table. But if I'm trying to get 10 reps in, like, I'm just trying to get 10 reps in, you know, do everything I can just to do that. But yeah, as far as like taking out all the slack goes, yeah, I mean, I guess, you know, my hip is going up a little bit more, but I keep that spine in the, I don't round my spine, you know, so at least there's that. I think the spine rounding is the biggest thing, even if my hip is going up a little bit more than the, before my shoulders and my back. You know, the biggest thing is that I'm not like compromising my spine, you know, putting it like in a super rounded position. Anyway, these are bent over rows. I only did like 3 sets with 95. I mean, it was good. I did try to control the negative on these ones. Feels good. Let me see. I feel like I did 10 reps, but it might have only been 8. Let me see. Yeah, no, I did 10 reps, so that's good. I mean, I think, I've been having creatine again. I put creatine back into my diet. So I'm doing a creatine loading phase, which is when you do 25 grams of creatine for the first 5 days, and then you do 5 grams a day after that. Those first 5 days, you can put a bunch of creatine in your body, and and your body will get saturated with creatine, and you'll be able to feel the results within 5 days as opposed to within a month. I learned about this actually in my anatomy class. I got taught anatomy by a bodybuilder, Dr. Todd Shofie. You can look him up. He's a great guy. He taught me all about creatine loading. Something I've always thought about, always kept that in my mind. But yeah, I mean, dude's crazy, being taught anatomy physiology by a bodybuilder. I mean, it makes sense. Some things just make sense. Overall, really good. Pretty good. Everything else here, it's just the bicep curls, the preacher curls. Obviously trying to keep my shoulders as low as possible, and really trying to keep that elbow isolated, only moving along the elbow, not trying to use my delts or anything else. The preacher curl is nice. I actually added up how much weight is on the easy bar. I didn't know how much weight this was, like pretty much the years of lifting that I've been doing. I didn't know how much the easy bar was, but apparently it's 70. It's 22.5 on each side, so 45 plus the 25, which is 70. Yes, my math is correct. Yeah, anyway, 70 pounds. I never really knew that. I knew that when I was doing the easy curl, skull crushers. When I was doing the skull crushers, I did them with the dumbbells yesterday. I think I did with 30 pounds on each side. And I was doing them, I was like, oh, wow, this is kind of hard. I thought they were like just about as difficult as as it was with the easy curl, which makes sense. That they're 30 pounds each. It's basically the same thing. But yeah, I finally added it up and figured out what it was. Okay, so yeah, my creatine loading. It really upset my stomach. Not gonna give you the details, but upset stomach. Anyway, just something I gotta power through for the next 4 days now. And then we'll see what happens. The creatine's probably gonna get me up to 200 pounds. I'm at 194 right now, so overall looking good. All right, that's all, guys. Bye.